Good morning, lawn dogs. Hey, Littles, man, what's going on? Oh, we are back from vacation and, ready to get going with things. Let me mute this and go here. We're gonna share a little video. I'm behind on videos. Wow, a lot. See, Mike put out 5, 6 videos while I was on vacation I didn't watch. So I'm gonna start with this bench working one. Till we get some people up here, I'm gonna get this shared out. So let's share this over. Share screen with audio. Share. So apparently Mike was building a workbench. So let's watch this video while I get this shared out and we'll wait for people to pop up, man. That way I can get caught up on Mikey's Bush Green's videos too. What's going on, Little? How you been, man?
All right, everybody. Here we are. Where do I begin? So, what I need to do is make a workbench. Where the hell am I going to put a workbench in here? Cost me about $1 million each piece. Wood is pretty expensive right now, so I got 2x4x8s here, premium. That's all they had. I just wanted to get like Select or something for a workbench, but no word of a lie. One of these here in Canada at Home Hardware, $8.99, $9. So it's usually what, about maybe $2.30 each. Whew. So I got the mowers here. The Time Masters are over there. Got 2 stand-ons, the 52, the 36.
Good, man. I know vacations are fun, but I'm ready to be back. All our snow's melted, and I'm ready to get going.
I ran out of boxes, and I might as well use the airspace in the coolers, right?
It was a fun vacation,
though. A lot of nuts and bolts and little tools and stuff in there, but I got cases everywhere here.
We just got back from Jamaica. Me, the wife, my cousin, his wife, and a couple other friends of theirs, and
I can't
made new friends, and it was fun. I'm working on videos and getting those published out as we go.
Some new ones. See one of these gator blades here. I got a whole bunch of them.
You got a bunch of blades.
6, 7, 8 or so. Right on.
Some of the prep work.
So I got to get this all cleared out here. And I think I'm going to build because the plan is I am going to build I want a metal bench too. But I'm going to make a mobile metal bench. Not right now. Once I'm hooked up with a welder. There's a wire here. It's roughed in. I got
getting this shared out on Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
30 amps. And it's going right to
Hey, Andrew. What's going on, man?
I got to get hooked up for a welder.
Oh, my God.
And, but first of all, what I'm going to do is I got to clear it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build
I clean my camera roll after this trip.
By the time I start filming and stuff and whatever. But I think along this wall
There it is.
I am going to build an 8-foot, maybe about 40-inch tall by 3 feet, maybe 2.5 or 3 feet.
Oh, Mark can come up
to your gut.
Or Mike.
So I'm going to build it on that wall there. And then under here, what I want to do is I want to get a mobile metal.
Gives me someone to talk to.
Possibly an 8-footer, maybe cut in half. 2 4-footers, the same height as the wood.
All right, I shared it on Instagram too, so we'll see what's up.
Hey, if I need one.
No, man, we're out of snow.
By 3 foot. Workbench.
The snow all melted. I just got back from Jamaica on Saturday.
Work on something.
Yesterday we spent all day doing laundry and getting stuff unpacked and getting the house kind of put back together. The kids did a good job of keeping it clean.
What do you guys think of that idea? I know Justin Little likes that idea. Okay.
Justin Little, you like that idea, buddy. Here. I'm excited for Mike. Yeah, I gotta get the charger on my freaking board. Yeah, man, we went to Jamaica. We went to Jamaica. We were there for 8 days. I got a ton of footage. I'm actually in the process of editing.
You hear that? The stand-on set off the smoke detector in here. Well, at least I know it's working. It works with exhaust. Must be CO2. Check it
I'm working on my first video to put out tomorrow. We did the waterfall climb. That's the one I'm working on right now, and I'm gonna publish it tomorrow. Yeah, we went there for 8 days. Me and my cousin, his wife, my wife, and some friends of theirs, which now are friends of ours. Good people, and it was fun. We were there for 8 days. That's where I've been for the last 8 days. Haven't done a lot of YouTubing or anything like that. That's why I'm getting caught up on Mike's. I know Mike's got the bench done, but I want to start watching his bench build from the beginning. So
benches before, I did it at the other house. I did it at another house before that. And
I know Mike's busy, man. I needed a vacation, man. Not as much as my wife did.
That's the main thing.
But yeah, well, all the snow's gone, and we're gonna start prepping. Today, I gotta go take down after this live. I'm gonna go take down a couple more houses of Christmas lights, and that'll be the next couple days actually. In the process, where we go into the shop and getting everything ready to rock and roll. Because I have a feeling April 1st we're going to be in full spring cleanup mode. That's when Tyler's coming back to work for me. Around then, he's talking to his current employer, and he's going to let me know when he can start. I told him as soon as he can after April 1st. Make sure he's good with whatever happens, and we'll be back to getting things going. But my wife needed that vacation. And that was, it was good. It was a good vacation, man. Andrew, we had fun. So, yeah, I don't know if Mark's going to be up here or if any of you guys want to come up there, man. The link's there somewhere. Put it on here again. I haven't taken the tree down yet. I got to go talk to him and check the yard because I can't get that that tree, the lighted tree down with the yard being soft like it is. So we gotta go check the yard and talk to him and all that stuff. So
okay, so it looks like we have a bit of a clean slate here now to start with. Very lucky to have one outlet here because you know what, I didn't even notice. I don't think there's a single outlet along this wall. I know there's not one behind that strong sign.
It's always fun when you get a new house trying to find where all the outlets are. And man, I wish there was an outlet here. I wish.
The garage.
What does this light switch do? We still got a light switch in our house. We have no idea what it is.
We're gonna have to add on to that. What do you think, Jess? If you're watching this video, my local electrician and drummer of Transistor Radio Group.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to expand off that one. So the bench is going to be going along here. I don't know if I'm going to do it right from the corner.
Brother, I'd almost build, if you're going to build a workbench on that corner, I'd build like a power strip into your bench.
Let's grab a 2x4 here. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's going to self-build itself. Oh, look at that, eh?
But, yeah, man, I'm trying to find some pictures. I'll see if I can find some pictures. Share with you guys.
That's okay. When I do it, just rough it up and it'll come out. Oh. Just for measuring purposes. Now from the corner to there, and that's 8 feet right there. So if I got 10 footers, I could have gone 10 foot. 10 foot probably right to this edge here. Let's see. You know what? That tool case right there. I do want to get a new tool.
Well, I guess I got to get them down.
A new tool case. I can't talk today. But I think that one will fit like right here then. Beside it to the left. I might as well just build it right from the corner. All right, and then the mobile bench that I'd like to do is going to be at this temporary table right here. The fold-out table. Right? Just along under the window there. So the reason why I wanted to build the bench that's actually going to be attached to the wall and stay there and not be mobile is just so I can build some shelves above it too, right? And have some stuff there, and then have some storage underneath the bench too. So
that's going to work.
Let's see what happens here. All that I need to build my workbench here. So I'm not going to build a workbench, as you guys know already.
How's everybody going? Anything exciting in the YouTube world happening?
It's going to be all shiny and I'm not using the best tools in the world. My tools are dirty. They work. You don't need shiny, brand new tools and shiny cases and whatever. Hey, I use my tools. Yeah, I clean them when I can. Drawers work. Looks like a bit of a mess, but you know what? It's organized. For me, I know exactly where I can find everything that I have in this tool.
What's the key, Mikey?
That's my classic radio right there. It still works. Had that since I was a teenager. So, all I need to build my workbench is a hammer.
Tell me what?
A pen, measuring tape.
All right, man. I'm gonna pause this and come back to this
I
video.
don't smoke, but
It's almost over. But what's up, Mark?
Not much, just hanging out.
How's vacation?
Can't wait to get on the road again.
Yeah, it was a good trip.
Awesome trip, absolutely awesome. It was a once in a lifetime trip that's never going to be repeated.
Yeah,
You know?
good deal.
And I'm thinking every trip that we take is going to be once in a lifetime trip because it's always going to be different. So next year we're planning on hanging out in Florida for a month.
Okay. We'll hang out with Franco.
Yep, Franco's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's the same in person as we see it every time. All over everywhere, just having fun. Hey, Justin. But yeah, it was a good trip. It was very good. We came back a week too early, though.
Yeah.
We should have stayed out another week
Why is that?
because it's still cold.
Tell me, man. We went back from 85-degree weather to this crap, and I mean it's warm. I was outside in shorts and a hoodie yesterday. I mean it was 45 degrees outside, but
Not here. It's freaking
and see what happened in
horrible here.
Colorado. Got pounded.
It's what is it? Heck, I don't know what the heck it is. It's freaking cold. That's all I know.
And my stomach's still getting back together. My whole body's trying to get back to normal.
Yeah, it's 22 degrees right now.
Oh, dude.
So we're supposed to warm up to like 30 today. Freaking ridiculous.
Oh, I just saw Vicky just posted her video.
Yeah, I posted it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Yep. We got a lot of video and I'm trying to fit it all in.
You gotta get her channel in tune with the RV community. If it isn't,
Oh, it's working.
it's in it.
Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's we're gonna be in tune with all the communities because everything that we do is whatever, you know. But
I did. I flew right over top of Mark. I was trying to get the plane to flush the toilet on him, but they wouldn't do it.
yeah.
I tell you, Jamaica is fun. I drank
yourself
way too much.
You can
It's-
enjoy
it's
yourself in
easy.
Jamaica because you know what? You worked your ass off to get to Jamaica.
Oh my
Take
god.
the vacation.
Oh, we did.
Don't
It
go
was
off. Take
fun.
it.
But I'm like the amount of alcohol that we drank in the first, like by the last, we were there 8 days, and by the day 7, day 6, 7, 8, we didn't want alcohol anymore. We were done. Me and my wife aren't drinkers, but when you get up and you eat breakfast and you're down by the pool of the ocean at 10:30, and the first thing bartenders are doing is bring you drinks.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember one day the girls, there was what, 7 girls in the trip, so it was like 7 couples. Well, there was 2 girls that weren't couples, but they were friends. They were together. They weren't together. They were together. I think they had 6 shots before noon. The bartender, and they didn't order them. They just keep bringing them to you, and then the girls are like, "Whoa, man, we can't keep doing this. We're gonna be sleeping by 2." And
See, that's what they're used to, though. They're used to everybody.
oh well, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I drink. You know, you drink a lot of frozen mixed drinks. I drink Bob Marley a lot. Bob Marley is a frozen drink. You know,
Right.
with rum in it and stuff like that. And you know, we did a good job of pacing ourselves. Where no one really got hammered, like throw up hammered. Nobody threw up drunk from what that type of drunk. But we were drinking pretty much nonstop all day until we went to bed.
Yeah.
So by day 7, we were like, I'm done. I just want water.
Yeah.
You know, and we're just like, I mean, we didn't just have water, but we definitely cut back a lot.
Oh yeah.
But it was fun, man. I got a ton of footage. I'm working on I'll probably have at least 5 videos from to put out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on a waterfall climb that we did, and that we put out tomorrow. I'll get back on schedule for releasing videos, but yeah, man, no more snow here. I'm ready to get going on lawn care, man. I told the wife, even after day 6, everyone's like, "Oh, we want to stay." I was like, "I'm ready to go home. I'm a 5-day vacation guy. I was ready to get back." You know,
I wasn't ready to come back just because I was having so much fun, but we had other appointments that because I got my yearly physical's been put off since December. It's been going, they kept postponing it, and so I went and had blood drawn today, and then next week I got to have my regular physical, and then I got to meet with my psychiatrist next week, because we got to adjust my medication a little bit higher, and then I should be good as far as my ADHD medication. We should have it just about narrowed down. It takes about 2 years to get fine-tuned to where it needs to be, so it's going to be nice. I am so ready. I'm picking up sticks tomorrow. I'm running a chainsaw tomorrow. I'm out working.
Oh yeah. No, what's what? I'm taking down some lights today, and then tomorrow I'll be going into Muskegon to take down a bunch of lights down there. Once the lights are down, in the process of doing lights, because I bring them to my shop, I'll be kind of starting to get ready and organized and
right
around. And I told Tyler the other day, I'm like, hey man, I think April 1st or as soon as you can, let's get back to work. And he's like, okay. So we won't be ready to mow, but we can start spring cleanup, dethatching. I want like April 1st, I want to be full into spring cleanups. Right now we can do the prep work and I'm going to go start getting the oil changes, and a couple of the batteries are dead. I got to get those trickle chargers or battery maintainers,
Yeah, I never got them either.
I don't have any, so I went and tried to start my grandstand the other day. Well, before I went on vacation, it wouldn't turn over. Battery was really low. You could just tell the battery was.
Yeah. See, I'm going to after I'm offline, or after I get off the live with you, I'm going to my shop. I'm hooking everything up to the charger. Charging everything up.
That's what I'm doing. The house I'm taking the lights down on is right across the street from the shop, pretty much. So I'll be at the shop today for a while.
Yeah, I got to get everything charged up, everything going, everything started, and got to get the chainsaw out, get that sharpened up, because I'm going to be running it tomorrow. And I'm just. And here's the best part. Wait for this. Ready for this? It's supposed to be nice next weekend. Guess what I'm doing next weekend?
What?
I'm going to play golf. The golf course is open.
Oh, they are around here too.
Oh man, golfing in March in our area is unheard of. We never get to do that.
It's gonna be a nice year. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good year this year.
Oh, it's gonna be.
We're gonna get an early start on everything, and I'm putting my plow away. I'm tonight or tomorrow night. I'm going to bring my plow truck back to the shop, and
yep.
I don't want to leave it outside all summer long, so I'm going to try to find a way I can squeeze it into the shop, but I don't know where I'll be able to.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. You'll figure it out. It just you take up a lot of room.
They do. I know how I want to store it. I just don't know if I'll be able to store it that way. So we'll see. But I won't know till I get everything out of the shop. Like I'm basically going to pull everything out of the shop this week and kind of put everything back in there, do my 2021 video setup type thing while I'm in the process. But yeah, I got a TikTok to make with a couple of the mowers.
I'm taking my cameras to the shop because I got to take a picture of me and my lawn care setup stuff for Ben for his video, and I already know what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be a good video.
What's going on with Ben? Like I said, I'm 8 days. I haven't watched videos in 8 days. So what?
Ben's putting together another thing like he did
for New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve thing, like where you send a picture or a video or whatever in front of your equipment or whatever.
Okay.
I already know what I'm going to do with mine. So
I'm gonna go. I'll be going back and I'll be watching. Like I'm gonna catch up on Mike's videos. I'm gonna start with the bench build.
I'm so far behind on videos.
And I watch a lot of Back Me, so I don't miss too many of Ben's either, and yours. And I don't know how many you got put out last week, if any. So I'll be easy to catch up on. And then, I tried staying off YouTube as much at all possible causes while I was on vacation. You know, I just wanted to veg. We swam with the dolphins, which is awesome. We freaking climbed these waterfalls. We did some cliff jumping. We did some zip lining through the rainforest there in Jamaica. And the zip line footage is pretty cool. I've already
time you're on the zip line is cool.
Yeah, I got I've looked through all the footage. Now I'm just kind of cutting out because a lot of it, so I had my chest piece. I never used it once. I had my headband for my GoPro and I brought it and I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. So I never got to use it again. So most of my footage I have it on my wrist and I'm doing a wrist cam. And I had my other one in my hand in a little floaty thing. But there was sometimes where I had to have both my hands. So I couldn't use this one. So I kind of would point like I'm Spider-Man with the camera at things. And a lot of times some of the I gotta watch it because some of the footage is like the girls are in front most of the time and I just see nothing but their butts, you know. And I mean, as much as I know YouTube would love that, these are my wife's and my cousin's family, you know, and friends. I'm not gonna be showing too much of that crap out there,
right?
You know, and so hey, you know, so I mean, it's taking me a while to cut through it, and then there's a lot of because I'm walking. There's a lot of footage of me just shooting the ground, which is kind of boring, but
yeah, we've got a lot of driving footage that is going to be, you know, that we skipped over already, but or you know that I'm not going to use. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not deleting it, but I'm just not going to use it. But I have to go through every single one of them because there's places where I was cut off in traffic, so I wanted to have that on there too. But
yeah, and it's not like I filmed any intros or outros while I was there either. So it's like I gotta make those here in the garage or something. Like, hey, here's yeah, what's up? This is what this video is about and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, I saw the guys up on your panel last night. I was thinking about coming up, but I like the wife and kids and you know like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just say hi.
That's no big deal, Flake.
But I don't know how much.
Because I don't expect you up on Sunday nights because I already know what you do the family stuff.
But I also don't know how much more of these morning ones we're going to be able to do because I'm going to have to start getting up in the morning and get moving.
Yeah.
So
see, this is my last one. I'm going to be on for the morning for you because I'm going to work.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't know if I might have to jump them till a night, like a Wednesday night or something. I got to find out what nights are.
I don't think there's much going on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do Tuesday nights or something. We'll do Thursday with you.
That's why we did a Thursday night. We did a Sunday night just because there's certain people that can show up on Sundays that can't show up on Thursdays. And there's certain people that can show up on Thursdays, like yourself, that can't show up on Monday.
Right.
So I'm going to try and keep the Thursday.
Too many people get upset when people don't show up. And it's like, listen, man, everybody's got their own life to live.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube's a hobby/job. It's not our lives.
Right, yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I don't even know what my softball schedule is yet. I know we can start tryouts, I think, on March 22nd. So next week we can start doing tryouts. Well, after school, I'll have practice for 2 hours every day. And then when our games are, games are sporadic. So, I mean, we'll see.
Hey, I got a good one for you. You're going to love this. So this morning I go in and get blood work, right? So they automatically ask the normal questions. Have you been out of the area? Have you, he's done all this. So because I've been going in there for so long and I've been seeing the same people for so long, we all kind of, we have the conversations, regular, like friend conversations, but we're not friends, just because we know each other. They're telling me about all the trips they made this weekend. They were
telling you about what?
The trips that they made over the weekend and where they went the hiking and all this stuff. They're out of the area. It's impossible not to go out of the area. You cannot.
No, I know. Home. We had to get a COVID test in Jamaica before we left, and obviously it came back negative because we're here. But man, that one they did, they went way deeper. They go into CVS. When you go to CVS, is a way to do it, man. It's so much easier. Yeah. So I mean, and then what was it? That's the varsity softball coach tasked me. He's like, "You got to quarantine." I'm like, "No, we tested negative. Everybody who leaves Jamaica is negative. You have to, otherwise you can't leave Jamaica. You cannot enter the States unless you're negative. You got a negative COVID test, and we couldn't go in without a negative COVID test. So
right, exactly. That's just the way it works.
yeah. So I mean, it's like it's pretty safe. It's a pretty safe traveling when it comes to the COVID. Now I know I haven't watched the news. I don't know what the stats are with the immunizations and all that still.
The numbers have to go down because there's no way they're going to continue raising because the amount of people have had COVID already, they're not going to get it again, even though no matter what anybody says, they're not going to get it again because, you're going to get a handful that's going to get it again just because they do. I have a buddy that's had chickenpox 4 times.
Right. I've only had it once.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that happens. But because you have vaccines that are all out, that everybody's getting vaccinated, and the amount of people has had it, the numbers have to go down. There's no way to keep it going up. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And if they keep saying they're going up, they're lying. There's no way.
But I'm still getting contracts in too, man. I'm excited.
We just sent out our agreements today. We're 2 weeks behind on it. We're supposed to send them out first. But they're out. And we still have 1 yard. We don't know if we're dumping yet or not.
My wife's tracking. I told her, I said, honey, I'm done. That's it. That was our vacation. I'm in full 100%. Hey, Flo. Good morning, man. Welcome.
Morning, Flo.
Yeah, a lot of people are working who have normal jobs, We come in and say hi. Doug usually does the same thing. Stops in and says hi and listens through while he's at work. But, so it's 100% go. It's like there's no more anymore. It's just I'm going to be going from dark to dark, from morning to dark.
That's where we're going to be.
My ducks, I got to get my ducks taken care of. I got to get my yard taken care of because I got irrigation going in.
Yep.
And the good thing is he's going to show me how he does it. I'm watching him and learn. So not that I'm going to do irrigation, but if a sprinkler head breaks, I know enough to fix a little bit or hey, I can take care of that for you. But I'm not going to do all of it.
Well, I tell you, it's I keep saying I tell you all the time, but I am so looking forward to this year.
I'm ready. I had a dream in Jamaica that I was out on a ride. I'm over mowing. I did. I told the wife, I said, that's messed up. I said, I'm on vacation and I'm dreaming about cutting grass.
Well, when we were out to Ben and KH's, Ben gave me a gallon of super clean, so I'm going to be super clean on my.
Have you never done that?
Never used it.
Oh my God, that stuff is legit. I'm telling you, I've got gallons and gallons. I buy every time I go to Ace Hardware and I need some, I buy them out.
Well, see, I'm not going to buy it because Super Clean's going to send me some.
And they did send me some. I did a review on the spray bottle, and they sent me a whole kit. And I am slowly reviewing all the stuff they sent me, and I'm recording it. But I haven't done it. I haven't put it all together because I don't want to just use it to use it. I want to use it when I need it. Like I used the oil spill they sent me, and I'll be honest with them. I said it in my video and I recorded it. I didn't like it. I'd rather use kitty litter. To me, it didn't soak up like kitty litter does. It didn't soak up as clean as kitty litter did.
Gavin, I know you're ready to mow because you got that brand new mower.
I know. I saw that. I did see that. I haven't watched this video, but I did catch it. I was somewhere Instagram or something. I saw, look what I bought her. And it was like, man, people buying new mowers already. Man, hadn't even started.
Oh yeah,
he's like, I need this thing to pay for itself.
I tell you what, nothing worse than buying a new.
He got a Skag, didn't he? Did he get a Skag?
I don't know. He got a what did he get? He got a Bad Boy. Yeah, Bad Boy.
Oh, Bad Boys. They're decent mowers, I hear.
Yeah, they're getting better and better all the time.
They sell them here locally, a couple places. Yeah. It's like their third, fourth line they sell or whatever,
But see, the thing is, if they've been out long enough, they get all the stuff fixed, and they know what they have to improve. And after a while, they're all the same. They're all good.
You're right. They're all good. They're all good mowers. I think, every once in a while, someone will find something that leaves the pack for a little bit until everybody else catches up.
Yeah, they're all good. Look at Cub Cadet's done with the zero turns. The whole.
I know. Awesome. I've always been a huge Cub Cadet fan.
Oh yeah, me too.
And when I got into this, they didn't have really any commercial type mowers for mowing, but now they do it. And I'm like, oh, But I'm so invested in that
They're nice.
Kubota and Toro right now that I'd have a hard time changing over.
Well, you look at the homeowner ones that are the Cub Cadet homeowner zero turns. Them are high end homeowner zero turns now.
Well, and like I've told people, you can get homeowner mowers to do this job because you're taking care of your own equipment. It's not like you don't have a crew. You don't need a heavy duty mower because they're not beating them up. You're taking care of them. See you later, folk. You're taking care of them. You're doing your oil changes. You're washing them. You're babying it like it's your own equipment because it is your own equipment, and it makes sense. So I almost bought one of the Cub Cadets when I first started. I almost did, but I ended up getting the Kubota. But there's no reason that you have to start out with hell. Actually, my first year I just used a John Deere riding lawnmower. My mom's.
There's absolutely
could I stripe? No, I couldn't stripe. But the people I had didn't care about that stuff. They paid me to mow the grass, not to stripe their grass.
Yeah, well, it's easy to make a stripe kit. All you can do is a chunk of rubber.
Well, yeah, but it's hard to do that 0-point turn on a riding lawnmower. So you just mow. But
I don't care.
Yeah,
when you're doing them lawns like that, they don't care about the stripe.
They don't care about the stripes. They just want to cut.
Yeah.
And
my customers don't care about the stripes. We care about the stripes just because it's the appearance that we like.
Right, and it advertises for you when people drive by, like, oh, that girl looks nice. Absolutely.
And then this year, we're spending a whole lot of time on a whole lot of yards this year. The smaller yards, we're really improving them. We're going to make some big differences this year.
I can't believe how many compliments I've gotten from my customers when they send in their return contract to say, hey, man, like that fall cleanup last year you did for me was the best I ever had. He's like, and I'm like, that's awesome. It's nice hearing because you get those couple of complaints, every year. You're like, oh my God, why is this person so? And then you lose that one customer because they weren't happy with you. But 85% of your customers, 95% of them are happy with you and they come back.
Yeah, but you dwell on that one that quit.
Dwell on that one that quit. So it drives me nuts. Like, why are you going out for bids? I haven't even lost any of them yet. They're going out for more bids, and it's bothering me. That's not my case here, but that is case in a lot of places. I know
that's a lot of cases here.
Yeah.
But
we do have it. I got a couple of those calls last year, but it wasn't many at all.
When someone calls because they got an overgrown yard, we don't do them anymore. We will not do them anymore.
Oh, my price is quite high because I can't see what the hell I'm mowing.
Yeah. Well,
so the price is so high, I said, because I can't see none on there, and I'm taking a chance on my equipment.
See, I do like taking care of the part-time yards when someone had knee surgery or something like that, but it's a nice yard to start with. So they ask us to take care of it for a month. I'm okay with that because that's extra money in our pocket. And them usually show up about midsummer when things start slowing down. And we'll take care of the stuff like that. We do that all the time. That's not a problem. I don't have a problem doing that because by the time you get tired of that lawn, they're off. They're gone.
Yeah.
So, but we do take care of some yards that people are going on vacation for a while, so we'll cut it twice, or something like that. But that's the repeat customers. You know what I mean? We do work for them every once in a while all the time. We're doing like a spring cleanup or thatching, but every now and then they have to do a little extra here and there. So I'm okay with that because you can fit one yard in through your week by once in a while. That's not a big deal.
Right.
Plus it's extra money. Plus it gives you a little break of midsummer of monotony thing going on.
And a lot of times those guys are your cash payments, and they kind of give you a little cash money to spend.
And they're future yards. Eventually, you're going to be taking care of them yards full time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. See, we have a bunch of them. We do just the thatching, but we're seeing what's going on. We're starting to do a little more, a little here, more in there, here, wherever. And so they're going to be full-time yards. We already know that. So.
Yeah.
So that's why we do them, because we just know what's going to happen. And we're okay with them yards. That's what, we're okay with the customer, okay with the yards, okay with the neighborhood. So, it's just, we pick up a few like that every year.
It's nice because I've had a couple customers where I do a little bit of work for them, and now I'm like full-time doing their thing. I got veteran in Illinois. I need to find a person who can deliver the mower to him down there in Illinois. I got to reach out to Ultima, I think it's in Illinois. I don't know. Ultima Lawn Care. I don't know who. I don't know anybody down there, and I can't remember. I have to look real quick at the actual city they're in. Let me see here real quick.
Oh, you can find out. You'll find out. All you gotta do is put your failers out there. Everybody knows who everybody is.
Yeah, I've tried. I even went on Shane's and.
Yeah, just put it on YouTube there, and a couple people close by, they'll find somebody.
All right, here we go.
Because there's somebody that's on YouTube that we haven't met yet. That is there. You just gotta meet them yet. So that's the way I see YouTube. YouTube is a whole bunch of friends we haven't met yet. So
yeah.
Because it was we had a lot. Oh, wait till you see some of the footage I got. Lawn care juggernaut. That guy's freaking nuts. He made me laugh anyhow. But Kevin was just, yeah. Kevin's got the views because of what Kevin's doing. So, he's got the subscriber count because of what he's doing.
Mattoon, Illinois. This is where he's located at. So if anybody knows anybody in this area that can deliver a lawnmower to a veteran who needs it, it'll be that personal pays Toro one. Basically, I'll order it, deliver it to the delivery guy. He'll put it together and bring it to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I, by all means, make your own video for your own YouTube channel. And I'll actually steal that video and put it on my More for Vets channel too. But yeah, you get to publish it first.
And I think Vicky has got my daughter and son-in-law convinced into starting their lawn care business.
Oh yeah, where at?
Here in our town.
Oh, so taking over yours maybe?
No, not taking over ours, starting their own.
Well, yeah, but you're going to retire sooner or later. They're going to have to take over your customers, right?
No, my customers are. When I retire, I won't have any customers left because they'll all have passed away. But no, we're just going to slowly narrow them down, and we'll be done with it. That's one yard that we're having struggles with sending her a letter telling we're not doing her yard. So.
You know what? I'm gonna get a hold of John's Daily Hustle. He's in St. Louis, Missouri, right?
I believe so.
Well, it don't look that far from St. Louis. It actually looks like it's on the.
John will be happy to take a trip.
It looks like it's on the. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at that's Indiana. Never mind. It's on the. It's a couple hours away. It's probably a couple hours away from him.
Well, I bet you he'd make the 2-hour trip. I
have
would.
To reach out to him.
Yeah, reach out to him. John would probably take over. He won't have a problem with that. Last night he was working on a table.
Yeah, it's close to St. Louis, which St. Louis is half of it's in freaking Illinois and half of it's in Missouri, which is
right.
I know it's located in Missouri, but.
I
just have to email.
I don't know what he's talking about. No, Springfield.
He lives in Springfield? Well, Springfield, Illinois is kind of close.
Don't know. But John might know somebody that's close by there. So you get closer to an area and then they know
right. Yeah,
it's
south of Champaign, Illinois. I don't west or east of Springfield. Hell, I'll share it.
Oh, it's Gavin says he knows someone in St. Louis, Missouri who was a vet, and he says no, Springfield.
Oh, okay.
Oh, John lives in Springfield, yeah.
Montana, though.
Montana's MA. Is that? Yeah.
So this is where we're looking at. This is where it's got to go. So you got St. Louis, Missouri here.
That's not that far. It's far, but not really.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I need someone who can deliver a mower to a veteran in that area right there. So Indianapolis is kind of close even too, you know?
Yeah.
You
Give it
know,
a
it's
couple.
funny. I've lived in Michigan pretty much my whole life. And I always get these two states backwards. Like I always think in the Illinois, we go down Michigan into Illinois. Because I'm so used to going down and cutting like that little strip there through Michigan City, right in Illinois. So very seldom I've ever really in Indiana.
See, that's a lot of people, not a lot of people. Some people couldn't figure out what the route that we went. We were in Indiana and then we're in Ohio. What they don't realize is we cut across 2 states to get to Florida because we took off from the west side of the state, Lansing, St. John's area. So we went through Indiana and Ohio and, just all the way down there, Kentucky and Georgia and all that stuff.
So he's actually saying John lives down here in Springfield.
Oh, so where's Springfield at? Oh, way down there.
In
yeah, that's a long ways away.
That's a lot different. That's at least more than double the time.
Yeah, that's a long ways away. St. Louis is not bad. Springfield, now we're getting out there.
So
that's about a 3-hour trip. Something like that. Maybe. Pretty close to it.
All right, so if you're watching this, you know a guy who can deliver a mower, or if you can deliver a mower, this is in Illinois. This is where it needs to go, Mattoon or whatever. Look. Mattoon.
That's one thing I hate about them maps. You keep zooming in to see the words, and the words still get smaller.
Yeah, I
know. Oh. Yeah, I'm so ready for the summer because we got.
I mean, worst case scenario is I could just order it and mail it to the vet's house, and he can put it together. I guess.
Well, you can have a job.
Really easy. You just pull the damn handles out pretty much, and there's no like the more comes.
Yeah, it's more personal though if you can have somebody deliver it.
It is, and that's what I don't. That's why I want to do it that way. So
yeah. We'll find somebody. You'll find somebody.
Yeah.
Get the feeler out there. Give it a couple days.
I mean, I could drive it down there, but that's all.
It's a heck of a trip.
Should have had you do it, man. Grab it from. I wish I'd have known. You could have grabbed it on your way through. Made a little trip.
And don't take nothing to put one of them carts on the back of my motorhome. One of them little.
Yeah.
Flat bed things or whatever you want to call it. Oh. And Gavin, I was going to tell you last night when you were having problems with your phone, hearing Mike, I think it was probably your headphone things. But that's okay. We went on live on his afterwards. So we put on 4,500 miles in 12 days.
Wow.
We were moving. A lot of fun.
It's a lot, man.
It is a lot of hours. We got a lot of hours on the road. We spent more time in the motorhome than we did out of the motorhome. But it was fun. I did have fun. We learned a whole lot of things. I learned a whole lot of stuff on how to use a motorhome. The inverter. I figured out how the inverter works, and we use it for the refrigerator, so nothing cools off. And then look who's blessing us with her presence.
Vicky and her Acme mowing cup, her fancy Acme mowing cup.
Fancy Acme mowing cup. Oh yeah, she takes it everywhere.
This is my new favorite coffee cup. My
Yeti cup. Oh, anybody can only see her boobs. No one else can see anything else.
Oh my goodness. So
Vicky, I'll go watch your video that you put out sometime today.
So our guy that walks our neighborhood, he says to me, "You're up awful early this morning." I said, "Well," I had to go up to the mailbox and I had to check my flowers, and my flowers are all coming up.
Yeah, mine are too. Well, my wife's, I should say. Her flowers are all coming up in our
Yeah,
little
the
area, all the spring
tulips
flowers. Yep. Tulips, daffodils, all them.
Yep. Crocus.
Yep. I'm excited. I love spring. Spring's one of my, other than my allergies, like
I
I'm
love
actually
spring.
thinking about taking start my allergy pills now to get it in my system.
Yep. That's what you
My,
do.
It isn't there, but my eye felt a little itchy this morning, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if it's the outside allergies or my cat was all up in my face this morning. So
Um,
and I'm not
I
allergic to cats, but sometimes, like, oh, come on, kitty, get out of my face. She missed me,
Oh yeah.
Michigan's got different stuff for allergies because I was gone. We were gone for 5 days. I missed my allergy pill. I mean, I sneezed a little bit here and there, but when we got back up here, I had to take it because I don't know if it's the molds or what. I think it's molds that are bad.
Could be. The winter molds.
Yeah.
Because in Michigan, we have a lot of mold because of the water.
Snow and everything.
The amount of water we have in Michigan is just, because you think about 10 minutes from your house, you're near water.
I'm not looking forward to poop pickup. Oh,
I don't have poop pickup.
we make everybody go outside and fill up a bag. Everybody, I know you got Vicky, but we give the kids, say, you fill up a bag, the wife fills up a bag, I fill up a bag, and then hopefully by the fourth bag of dog poop picking up, we've got 90% of it.
I was out every day in the cold picking it up because it's easier to pick it up when it's frozen. And but anyways, yeah, my yard is clean. There's nothing there. I just came in from out there now.
Well, I'm gonna get one of them.
Yeah, man, I'm cool with that, Gavin. If he's willing, get a hold of him, see if he wants to deliver it, and then we'll get in touch on Instagram and let me know. Just message me or whatever, because I'm fine with that. It don't have to be a lawn care guy to do it. I just need somebody to do it.
Right.
I'd like them to be a YouTuber if possible, but it's also not necessary.
Yeah,
I guess I can't be picky with that.
no, you can't be, but you'd prefer. You have your prefers, but it's not always about the YouTube things. It's just about the end result.
Yeah, you got to remember what I'm doing it for. So.
Right. But eventually, it's going to grow. Over the years, it's going to grow into a lot. It's going to grow into something you're not ready for yet, Floyd. So just hang on. It just takes time.
Yeah.
You'll get a bunch of stuff showing up. So, campground. Did you make reservations
No,
yet? Or?
but I'm doing that. This happening this week.
Okay, because Ben and KH, Ben says he's renting a motorhome to travel across to the GIE.
And then does he want to know the campground they're staying at, or?
Yeah, that's we're gonna do that. Then we'll go from there. We'll start putting it out where we're gonna go.
Oh, you put my video out.
Yeah, I put your video.
I could reserve probably 4 spots. Well, I mean, I could probably reserve as many as I can, but
you've got to be careful.
I got to put it on. I'm gonna have to put it on a card, which they won't bill till we get there, obviously.
Right.
But I don't want to reserve 5 spots and only 3 people go, and then I'm stuck with 2 or something.
Right. And that's the thing, because you can guarantee, or we can't guarantee everything, but we're gonna try.
I have more. Not that I don't trust Ben and Cage by no means. By no means. I mean, out of all the people I met on YouTube, I trust them a lot. Right. But I can drive to your house and kick you in the teeth if you don't pay me.
Right. Well, the biggest thing is, if do your original core that you were going to do, and we'll just let everybody know where we're going to be at, and let them take the responsibility of booking their own stuff, as long as they know where we're at. Because it doesn't matter if they're next to each other or not, because we're all going to congregate.
No, it don't. We'll all congregate to each other anyway. But yeah. My poo is up and 3 bags of leave with several more to pick up. Snow again Tuesday night. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting snow again. I know that Colorado storm's coming this way. I think we'll get rain. I don't know that we're gonna get snow.
We'll probably.
Even if we do, it ain't gonna stick. Nothing's gonna stick. The ground's too warm now, and yeah, you know.
We're not gonna have nothing because we're.
Man, Denver and Colorado got pounded. What, 4 feet in some areas?
Yeah.
2 feet in Colorado Springs up towards Denver got like 4 feet. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, but they're getting the storm like we do in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to be in the 50s, so you know what kind of mess that's going to be. That stuff's going to melt everywhere.
Yeah, then they're gonna have the flooding because the snow melts so fast, you know. And,
Yep.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know. The weather pattern's been really strange this year.
So I was gonna show you a little bit. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a cleaner clip.
well, I remember when I was a kid staying at my grandfather's house, and there was a creek that run down behind his house from the mountains, and it had 8-foot fences with barbed wire at the top to keep people from going anywhere near that creek because the water was running so fast.
That yard looks nice.
Yeah, because we were as kids, we'd throw a chunk of wood over a fence into the creek, and it hit the water, and we'd never see it. It wouldn't come back up to the surface.
Yeah.
That's how fast it was. The water was flowing. It was moving.
Oh, these are the waterfalls I was talking about. Be on your end.
Yeah, your software don't like that.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, those are the waterfalls. So
Well, we're going to be up to Quammen and Falls.
there was so on the waterfall climb, you had your guy walking through. You had your guy walking through with you, and then there was another guy with a camera recording the whole thing on video, like his own little GoPro and his own take some still photos for it and stuff like that. So.
So now that we spent all this time in the motorhome and get used to everything, it's no big deal for us to go anywhere now. So.
What's up? Rob, we're trying to get that motorway still, man. I got that vet in Illinois that needs it. Earlier I had the location pulled up. I don't think I got pulled up anymore. Yeah, I know, but
So we're trying to convince our youngest daughter and her husband to do lawn care.
I think you're already there.
that's what Mark was saying.
I think I got it figured out because, you know, she's working weekends every weekend, and then she has 2 days off during the week, and then her husband has 2 days off. So if they both went out together and did lawn care, I think she could get rid of her job.
In
I
2
really
days
do.
worth of work.
I really think she could, or almost close to it.
I think she could because 2 days work, you could do easily 15 yards in 2 days. 15 yards times $40.
Yeah.
Job's placed.
Yeah.
And you know how long it takes to get 15 yards? It don't take long at all. At all. Because the amount of work that's being done around here and the amount of work that's here, it's easily done.
See, my daughter believes that you can do it, but her husband doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to believe you can make a living off cutting grass.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people have that mindset that that's just a hobby or that's just a, bum's job.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah, because he'll have.
It's hard to comprehend that sometimes.
Mark worked 3 jobs when he first started lawn care. In the last 5 years, he has been just doing lawn care.
Yeah.
So
6 years now.
Yeah, so he'll have to work part-time for a while, but I think eventually he'd be able to do lawn care.
I think 1 year.
Because he said he likes doing snow too, so
Yeah.
I think they'd be okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They just don't believe in themselves, because he's never had that person behind him that that'll support them 100% no matter what they're doing, like we have.
Right.
If we support our kids no matter what they do, we do support them, and we encourage them to take the next step. Encourage them to take the chance, because that's what I've always done. Vicky's been, she's been a little apprehensive, but she still took the chance. She's a little more reserved on it, I guess. But I don't have a problem taking a chance. Yes, Little. So Justin, the two of them could do 30 yards in 2 days.
Absolutely.
If they put, all depends on what kind of mowers they have. But I'm just going to recommend a personal pace at this time.
We got Toro Time Master.
Toro Time
What's
Master.
up? Dorito. Is it Dorito? Dorito? How you say that? Lucha Cabre.
So, was it warm on your vacation? Did you have a nice warm beach?
Oh yeah, it was awesome, man. I got some cool footage of a little crab too, and it was coming out of this little hole on the beach, and and I haven't even looked at that footage yet, but I know I got some good shots of it. I set the camera down by the hole and just go walk away and sit down, and it would come out, because when we were around it, it'd come out, look at you, and then go right back in the hole.
Right.
So, but I tried to get some like National Geographic footage.
Oh, yeah, those guys like that.
But yeah, we were on the beach. We swam with the dolphins. I guess Jamaica doesn't have shark attacks at all. They said the only time that people get hurt by sharks is if they're like out spearfishing or something, and the blood or something draws them in. And usually it's like a rare accident. He said it happens, but not like Palm Beach or Florida where people still swim. Yeah.
And there's so many sharks here just because of the way the current pushes the bait fish.
Well, the bait fish, yeah, the feet, whatever they eat.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was nice and warm, but you can tell the economy is kicking their butt, because when we would go off the all exclusive resort and go into the community, like to the falls and stuff, you just saw how much they were missing the
tourism,
the cruise boats.
Oh, that seriously, yeah.
Every week they'd get at least 3 cruise boats in, and right now they haven't had any for a year, and they're
hurt.
I like that now. My phone says scam likely.
Oh yeah. Gotta have that.
They're just and it's not like we feel bad for them, but we're not gonna. I can't overpay them or overtip them or over. I mean, it's just like I'm not filthy rich. I can't just like donate to your economy like that. But all super polite for the most part. They say my pleasure just like Chick-fil-A does after everything. Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. And I don't know if that. I think that's just their culture, not their.
That is the culture.
Not like they're trained. And when I first got there, they I thought the Jamaican talk, yeah, man, and all that was kind of a show. But it's not. That's how they talk to each other. I thought maybe because, we're tourists, we're in the tourist thing, they're going to do the stereotypical what we expect from Jamaicans. And no. And then, and then their proud culture of their sports, from Usain Bolt to the Jamaican bobsled team back in the day, they got a couple things there for that, and they're proud. They're a proud country about what they came from. So I guess they were Britain. They drive on the other side of the road because Britain controlled them. Britain had them enslaved back in the day.
Right.
So when Britain released them to be a free colony, they still kept a lot of their type of. That's because that's what they were used to, the left side driving and all that.
Yep.
That way. I can't remember. The Spaniards had them before Britain took them over. So it's unfortunate. Jamaica was slaves for a long time, the whole island.
Long time.
And you can see where there's still that resemblance. Like they're still a little bitter about all of it. But but they're moving past it. They have a saying like, "There's no problems, only situations."
Yep.
And so every time we come into something like that, no problem, it's only a situation. So I'm going to do a little video on that because I think that's something I'm going to start incorporating because I really like that saying a lot because that's how I've always, never thought about it, but I always view problems. But no, it's just a situation we got to overcome.
Right. See,
You know,
that's
it's not a
what.
problem. It's just a situation.
So when we were traveling, because GPS, sometimes it's hard to follow because it was hard to hear because of where it was at. But we never made a wrong turn. We just made a different turn. There was no such thing as a wrong turn.
Right. So,
Yeah.
hey, Rob, hold on, Mark. Rob, how far of a drive is it, buddy? So yeah, there's no such thing as a wrong turn. It's just
a different turn.
Just a different turn.
Yep.
Me and my wife learned that in Germany. When we first got there, we found a castle ruins. We were driving somewhere. We were driving to a concentration camp, and we saw a castle ruins off in the distance. And for the next 3 years, we tried to get to that castle ruins, and we never made it because we tell people like, "Hey, we saw this on the way to." I can't remember what concentration camp it was. On the way to concentration camp, we talked with local Germans about this. Where is that? How do we get to that castle? And they tell us directions. They say, put this in, they'll take you right to it because they thought they knew what we were talking about. Well, they never did. We always ended up in a different place. We ended up at different ruins, or we ended up at this cool maze. We ended up at these castles that Napoleon. But it was some of the best trips we ever took.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, the very last trip we took, we made it to that castle, that ruin. We did make it before we left Germany. And but it was, the trips were, every time we went, we're like, this ain't the right place. But hell, we're here. What are we going to do? We might as well explore it. And we did.
Yeah, have a good time. Yeah. Yeah, see, just think of all them places that you went to you never would have gone to trying to get to the location you're trying to get to. That's a lot of memories and a lot of things you got to see you wouldn't have seen.
Oh, absolutely. Pictures. We got,
Yeah, see, that's it. Because I've been in contact with Brian, that Crane Creek kayaks for my outriggers for the canoes and the canoe staggers there. I've been in contact with him, emailing them back and forth because they're 6 weeks. I think they're sending out the first batch, something like that. So I'm right at the top of the list, and I told him I'm making a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm going to share them the links so he can post them and so he can use them on his website and stuff because it's just going to help him out and help me out too because I get the views. So it's a win-win situation. So I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting out in the canoe and fishing on the rivers in areas where nobody fishes. That's where I want to go. And it's because if you're fishing in areas where people don't fish, it's real. There's a lot of fish there that's never seen what you're throwing at them, so it's easier to catch them, I guess. And there's some monsters down there. There's always monsters there, and nobody's catching them. So, I don't see no problem pulling out 4 and 5 pound largemouth bass out of this river.
Yeah. So he says it's 3 hours and 20 minutes there. All right, hey Mark, hold it down. I got to pee, dude.
You got a what?
Go potty.
Oh my goodness! You got to do that before you.
I do, but I got a small bladder, and I take bladder pills. Damn it!
Are you pregnant? That's what you just act like. You got to be pregnant or something.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
I'm not.
What's that?
10 inches down. Start. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lake Huron is down 10 inches of water level. That's awesome because that's makes a big difference in our mowing season. Because lawns are not going to be as wet. It's going to be really good.
Went back down again.
Yep, we got one more year. Like, see, that was the thing. Our lake levels have gone down because we didn't have as much snow as we normally do. We're below normal. Our lake levels are going to come up a little bit because the water runoff from Lake Superior area.
That must be why they're fixing all the piers.
Yep, they're getting everything. Yeah, because it's down right now. So yeah, we saw a lot of shoreline work going on when we were coming back up through Michigan along the lake shore on Lake Huron side. Morning, Lawn Thug. That Floyd, I tell you, I don't know what it is, but every time I'm on somebody's live, they always take me off and leave me on her in charge. Now I have no results and anything. So and then he blanks out his picture of his office, so we can't auction anything off while he's gone. So that's just kind of boring. So now you got to look at me. Sorry for your luck, guys. What you looking at? Extra caution on heels of what?
Of the time change.
Oh, okay.
Because the time change people are not right after the time change.
Yep. I'm looking at a John Deere. It's a high homeowner with 25 horsepower EFI. That's a nice engine in there.
More than dirty.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with them.
No.
Nothing wrong with them. All depends on what you want to do with it. And you just got to remember its limitations, but we all do that. Morning, Neil.
Morning, Neil.
We always push equipment beyond their limitations, beyond what they're supposed to be used for.
Oh, yeah.
Always. I don't care what you're doing. You're always pushing the limits. Sometimes you're pushing the limits of gravity on them slopes. I tell you, this is. I'm so excited for this year. I've never been so excited for a lawn care season to start as this year.
No, I agree.
Because of all the cleanups are done.
Yeah, all our cleanups are done.
I mean, there's going to be a little bit of cleanup, but for the most part, the hardest part's all done already. We don't have too much to do. Have to deal with those heavy, wet leaves that were saturated from all the snow.
Yeah. See, that's why our golf courses open up, because we didn't have any snow.
They got to make up from last year's lost. All the money they lost in the spring.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be like I said, when I was in Jamaica, I was dreaming about mowing grass. That's how excited I am. Ready to go. I just need my body to get back to normal because I still feel like my stomach still got that. I feel like it's got like 2 liters of alcohol in it still. You know,
how long have you been back?
We got back Saturday. So, you know, it's like I told my wife, I said, I gotta eat some normal food. Like we're just doing barbecue chicken on the grill with some potatoes. So I said I need something. I need to get my body back to normal. Everything in Jamaica is jerked. They jerk everything. So if you don't know what jerk means, it's hot, spicy barbecue. Like you know, it's just a spice they use, and it's called jerk spice, and it's spicy, and I don't like spicy foods. So it was hard. I ate it, but some of it was hard to eat. Neil is lawn circus.
See, that's
Well, yeah. I mean, and it was like if you're taking care of the mower, man, it'll last you, dude. Residential will work just fine.
Yeah, because we had that Skag Freedom Z, which is a homeowner model. We run the piss out of that thing for a long time.
Both my churros or 3 of my churros are homeowners.
Yeah,
they still run great, you know. So, and when I upgrade them, I'll probably upgrade them to the next level. But I don't plan on. I ran them all last year. I'm running them all again this year. I mean, their grandstand's not a homeowner's, but
right. Yeah.
The grandstand and Kubota are our primary mowers, but we still have the other 60-inch and 54-inch that we use a lot.
Yeah, I think Floyd did have a great time there, Neil. I really do.
We did, Neil, man. We did.
Yeah, it's when you go on vacation, it's always a good time. You know, the only time you'd have a really bad time is if the weather was crap and you never left the motel room the whole time you were there.
Yeah,
I know. Have a bad time.
They told me there's people who go to those resorts and never leave the hotel room. I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's oh, you seen that video with the 17 or 18 people shoved in that car?
Holy smokes! They just packed them in there.
And
then they're seeing the military's letting them out of there. It's like, why aren't they getting them arrested?
That's not in the United States.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
What happened?
There's a video floating around on Facebook where there's like 18 people packed in this car,
A tiny car
A tiny car, yeah. They're all stacked on top of
Like
each
a
other.
bunch of clowns.
crossing a border.
Yeah, they're crossing the border in some country.
Ah,
The same stuff happens in the United States. You know, all that stuff always happens.
They just packed them in there. I don't know how they could sit in there.
Well,
They
they weren't.
couldn't.
They were just all, yeah.
I had a feeling you moved, Neil, because you haven't been very. I haven't seen you on a lot of channels in a while. I had a feeling he's down there in South Carolina now.
Oh, yeah, he moved there a little bit ago. I
Yeah,
think he moved just before we all went on vacation.
yeah. It's good, man.
Yeah, get the hell out of Michigan. But, you know, the whole time we were traveling in the United States, I could tell you what states were red and what states were blue real easy, real fast.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you hit the border, you knew it. You
Yeah,
knew when
you
you crossed
knew.
the border.
Especially when you get down to like Florida and they're all open up, you know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like,
There's huge
oh,
difference. There's huge difference.
I can't wait. Are our restaurants still at 50%?
25%.
I thought they bumped it to 50%.
Not
Oh,
yet.
oh, maybe they did.
Well, I thought it was.
I'm sure they bumped it to 50% before I went on vacation.
Oh, maybe it was March 1st. It was March 1st.
Was it?
I don't know if
March
they've
1st?
changed it since then.
Oh, it's March 31st.
I don't know.
I
It
think it's
still
still-
needs to be open 100%.
Oh yeah, my mom's saying it is at 50% right now.
Okay.
You know,
they need, my daughter got last week off from work because her restaurant had a COVID issue or something. And it's like, oh my God. So they had to shut down for a week and do a whole cleaning and all that. You know, it's just, you know, which, you know, she's still technically, I think, collecting unemployment because she's not getting the full-time hours that she normally does. You know what I mean? She's doing
Right.
the whole thing. So I don't know. I know most restaurants here where I live, none of them are doing the 50% thing really. You know,
well, while we
some
were
are
gone,
open, some still even haven't opened back up yet. They said they're not done until they can go 100%. But
all our fast food restaurants, you have to go through the drive-through up here. You can't go in the lobby.
No.
ours are that way still too. Yep, our fast food restaurants are still that way. But
But I don't know. We were in Saginaw at Bridgeport at that truck stop, and they had a window. You know that we walked right in and ordered food there. But you know, it's just a hit and miss where you're at, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, like Neil said, they only have a few regulations. Most of his states open up now down there, and I think that's the thing. Like Jamaica, they have a curfew still. They gotta be out the streets at 8 o'clock, I think, at night.
See, in Michigan, there's still 10 o'clock. You have to be out of the bars.
Right. So, but which is killing some of their nightlife bars, but it doesn't really matter because they don't have the cruise ships coming in anyway. They said so. It's really
Right.
not hurting them too much. The cruise ships would if the cruise ships were coming in and they had these in place, that was
Oh,
something.
yeah.
So, and the hotels aren't at full capacity by no means. I mean, we went and we had free range to do whatever we want, no lines, no nothing, you know.
Yep.
And we had to wear a mask for the most part. Like the waterfall, we had to wear a mask all the way down to the waterfall. Once we got to the waterfall, start climbing, we didn't have to wear it. Most of the stuff we didn't have to wear our masks for, but when we were inside the hotel, we did. And it wasn't bad, but I couldn't imagine going to a place like that when they're at full capacity. I think I'd go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke, and I agree with that statement. I was like, it's stupid. I don't understand.
Well, see what here's the thought process behind that. After 10 o'clock, you're too drunk to pay attention to where the mask is going. That's their thought process. But
What's
they
their
don't know
thought
how hard
process?
it works.
I didn't catch it.
The thought process behind that shutting down at 10 o'clock is because people are going to get drunk and then they're not going to wear their mask like they should. That's the whole reason behind it. But I'm here to tell you, after the second drink, that mask is off.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, and that's the way I think it should be. I don't think it should be regulated by the
Statewide.
state. It should be regulated by the counties. Let the counties
Yeah, we have
their
this
county the way they
in
want
our
to.
area.
Right, exactly.
We have this many. Zero.
Right, Detroit's going to have stricter rules than we should because they got a bigger population and they got.
And they have. See, and the other thing is, in big cities have public transportation.
Yep.
that's where a lot of everything's getting passed back and forth.
You can't even call it taxi cab in our area because there's so no taxi cabs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's not any common sense.
But that should have been my that was my thought from day one. It should have been ran by.
But Neil, that's right. That's the way it should be. In stores before you get your food or order, but after that, it's on. You know.
I think most people now, even us stubborn asses who were against it at the beginning, have come to accept that as the natural. You know, right now, but.
Yeah, well, see, I could go into one store and wear a mask, and then I'm done for the day. I can't wear the mask anymore. I'm done.
Well, the flight home was miserable because you got to wear a mask on the airplane, in the airport, the whole time. And when we left Jamaica, I think we left Jamaica at about 11 o'clock. We wore a mask up until midnight, damn near. So 12 hours straight, and it was just that's the longest I've ever had to wear one. And it was rough.
I'd have been in panic.
It was rough. The last flight home from Philadelphia to Grand Rapids it was only an hour and a half, I think 2-hour flight, was miserable. Most miserable I've been on a flight I can ever think of.
Yep.
And the planes were packed. I mean, they weren't. I thought they'd be a little like half. No, they filled them as much as they could. They filled all of them as much as they could.
Yeah.
I mean, there were still seats open. It wasn't 100% full, but there was. You could tell they weren't doing any kind of COVID seating because everybody was still packed by each other. Strangers were sitting by each other.
Yep. So they can pack them in like that in an airplane, but they can't let people go in a restaurant. They can be 6 feet apart, and the tables. It's just ridiculous.
And they didn't enforce the 6 feet apart in lines. We were going through immigration and all that. We're all right on top of each other still.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, we all had our masks on, but we're still all on top of each other.
Well, see, when we're in Florida, everybody wears a mask to go into a store, but it usually comes off because nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
Muffled there. Yeah, I can't. I have a hard.
Oh, I do too. I'd say 80% of the times we were doing anything in Jamaica, I let my wife handle it because I couldn't hear them. For one, I didn't have my hearing aids most of the time in because we were always around water. So I didn't want to constantly be taking them out, putting them in, so I just left them in the room. And then with the masks on, I couldn't understand anything. So my wife, bless her heart, she handles a lot of that crap. Anyway,
Yeah, she had to interpret you.
I'm like, what'd they say? What's going on? And she had to explain it to me.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing is I can't hear it. Look at that. Your mom called you a hypocrite.
Nah, whatever. She's a stubborn ass.
But the whole time we're in Florida, though, we go into an office, the park that we stayed at, the one park that we stayed at. I walked in there, they put their mask on. As soon as she started talking, I couldn't hear them. So they took the mask out because I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Right.
It's muffled, and I have a hard time understanding it.
I do think the masks will go away by the end of the year. By the end of the year, I still think there's going to be people out there who will wear them the rest of their lives when they're in a public place like the grocery store.
But see, they got to do like they do in Japan.
When you're sick, you wear a mask.
On when they have the sniffles or something. When they're sick, they put the mask on.
If you're sick, put a mask on.
That's not sick,
don't put a mask on. You don't need to wear one.
Non-healthy people shouldn't be wearing a mask. And the mask is only to keep your germs away from everybody else. Because it ain't going to keep their germs away from you. Because it's only 2% effective rate on a mask. That's why you're supposed to wear 7 or 8 masks. So.
We did see a couple people with double masks and a face shield on. I'm like, oh my God. How do you even breathe?
Them people are completely petrified.
I know. They shouldn't leave their house then.
Yeah.
Order Grubhub. Have your food delivered.
We didn't go a lot of places because we didn't want to deal with the bullshit from everybody else. And he says, well, you were scared. No, I don't want to stay. I don't want to deal with it.
Mom, it's not always that easy to stay home if you're sick. It depends how sick you are.
Well, it's real easy. I get everything shipped to my house.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're like sick, stay home. But if you just got a cold, go to work. God.
Who has worked in a restaurant when they had the flu?
Oh, I mean,
I was forced to.
Right. I think that's a bit different too. If you're a restaurant employee and you're sick, you should probably not be going to work.
I was cooking food and I had the flu. Seriously, I was made. It doesn't matter. You're coming to work. You're
Yeah,
scheduled to work.
they pretty much are in the military too. They don't give a crap.
Yep. Yeah, and it was. Everybody was all pissed too because a lot of people got sick because I had the flu. A lot of people got sick.
It's just common sense.
Yeah, they're.
And that's the problem. You know when you're too sick to leave the house. You know when I've got it. I got a small cold. Just don't be breathing in people's space. You know.
Yeah, see that? Vicky's vacuuming. I can't talk over the vacuum. She's got to clean everything all the time, constantly.
Yes, it's just
When I worked at Home Depot, there was a guy that came in. He was wearing a mask. This is a while ago, and we had a hard time understanding him. He pulled it out. He said, "I'm trying to keep it on because I get pneumonia." Why are you in here? Why are you in here? It's I got to have this for my. Stay home. It's not that hard to stay home when you're sick. It's 1 day, 2 days.
The problem is not everybody does that. It's that whole one bad egg ruins a dozen's theory. Because there's one bad egg, the whole pack of eggs is bad. Well, no, just one egg out of 12 is bad.
Yep.
I hate that how the whole world feels it has to change for one thing.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. Common sense isn't as common these days as it used to be. No way.
I agree with that, Neil. I do agree with you, buddy, on that. It isn't as common sense anymore. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad you had a good trip, man.
Oh, anytime you get away from home, you get to escape from reality for any amount of time is always a good trip. I don't care what.
I pretty much I had to drag Liz back, kicking and screering. She loved it. She loved it there. I just she's like, I can do this forever, Jeff, and I'm like, not me. It's like I can't. I'm already going. I've been here 5 days. I'm ready to go home. Ugh. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my last 3 days, but if I said if we were to go home tomorrow, I would not be upset. But I enjoy what I do. I enjoy being outside. I get to do a job now that I enjoy so much. It's like a vacation.
Look at that picture right there, Floyd.
I know. That's in Florida.
Right there? That's sand. That's on a beach. Franco set us up there. He told us where to go. We met him up there. We're on a beach in our motorhome.
I hate camping on beaches, man.
Why?
I just do. We get camping at Pentwater a couple times on the beach there and on Lake Michigan. And I just don't like the sand. Get up in the camper. I don't know. I just the I don't know. I'm not a beach camper. I don't know what it is. I don't mind being on the beach, but I don't like. I don't know.
Damn.
I guess and every time we go somewhere where there's a beach and there's water, you're on the water. I never have the water sports to do anything. All I do is get to sit there and stare at other people on their boats and jet skis and stuff. And I'm sitting back like, this is stupid. All I got to do is,
See, I could tell you never grew up on the water. When you grow up on the water, you can't get away from it. You always want to be on the water.
No, I mean, I grew up by water, but not on the water.
I grew up on the water.
Right.
I would grab my fishing pole that was leaning up against the back door and walk out. Never leave my property. I was fishing.
No, I still had to get in a car and go to drive to. I lived close to a Wolf Lake, but it was about 4 miles away still from my house.
It would take me 30 seconds to have my fishing line in the water. I was catching fish every day.
It's amazing how when you live here they annoy you, but when you get away you kind of miss the annoyance.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All I know is I'm going golfing next weekend, maybe. Because my
I just
buddy
think,
texted me
you know,
about
the mask thing. I mean, I think it should be ran by the county, not the state. Or
it should be.
it should be ran county wise. If the county says they need to wear them, wear them. If they don't, they don't.
Yep.
But and I prefer the woods too. I'd rather be out in the woods.
I don't
I'd
care.
rather
where
be
I'm
out in the woods.
See, I'm comfy. I'm at home in the woods, at home in the water, at home in a big old park. It doesn't matter to me.
My youngest daughter's having the claustrophobic winter blues, you know, type in the last couple of days. Me and her kind of had a long talk last night, and she's like, "What else is there to do?" I said, "Go outside." And she's like, "What is there to do outside?" I said, "The outside. There's a million things to do outside."
Even
I said, "Just go find something. It ain't all had every time." But I said, just because you go outside doesn't mean you have to do yard work. Go outside and find something to do. I don't care. Go for a walk. Go for, walk in the woods, climb a tree.
Anything.
Just go outside. Get away from the internet for a while. Go reset your mind. Go paint. Grab a canvas and some paint and go out in the woods and paint something. I don't care. She's like, okay, so because she's struggling right now. Her best friend, she can't be around her best friend because her best friend's mom's pregnant.
The kids are going through the worst right now.
It's our neighbor. It's our next door neighbor. It's her best friend, and she can't even go see her.
Yeah.
Because her mom's pregnant, and her mom is a high risk, and that whole family had COVID go through it while she was pregnant. So now they're all kind of on lockdown for 9 months until she gives birth. And her friend can go to school now. She's finally letting her go to school, but they can't hang out and do nothing together. And I feel so bad for them. I don't know how to help them. I don't know how to do it. And it's like it's literally making these kids lose their mind. Yeah. Suicide rates higher in teenagers now because of this COVID shutdown crap.
Oh yeah.
So their mental state's worse than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened in Nuevo? While we were on vacation,
no.
Some kid brought explosives to the high school and blew off his thumbs. And I don't know if he's getting charged. I know the dad did. The dad's getting charged because the dad was helping him make homemade explosives. And we're on vacation, and we get this email saying they locked down our school, Fremont, and they locked down Grant Public Schools, which are the sister schools. I wouldn't say sister schools, the surrounding schools to this Nuevo County. And I don't know all the details. I just know it sounds like that he had explosive materials. He brought it to work or brought it to school. He was doing a test, something, blew off his thumbs, and about 6 other people got injured. And after, they're doing a super huge investigation now, it was like a possible bombing.
But it's going to get worse.
Dad got arrested. Dad's getting in big trouble.
You're going to start seeing a lot of this stuff happening.
Kids are losing their mind, man. And no, man, I'm not getting any new equipment this year. If I do, it'll be because a trimmer's broke or something. I haven't even. But as for major equipment, no, I'm not getting anything new.
We're getting a trimmer and 2 racks. That's the extent of our stuff this year.
I agree with that, Melissa. They don't, and some of it's our fault, I guess. We do sometimes where we no electronic weekends. Everybody put their phones away, put everything away. We do that. It's hard to do in the wintertime, though. It's tough. That's the problem. But yeah.
The biggest thing is getting outside. Just to even be outside in the sun, just to sit.
Yeah.
Just to sit and watch birds or whatever.
These kids are having a hard time even having motivation to get out of bed anymore. And it's like they're like, Dad, what's the point?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I said, you gotta look at the future. I said, you can't. It's sad that I had to tell her this last night. I said, you came to your mom a month ago with a plan for you to become a teacher. This is your high school plan. This is your college plan. She says, yes. I said, well, that's your motivation. Use that. I don't care if it's 8 years away. If you don't feel you got anything because you can't do crap right now, look forward to when you can do crap.
Well, see, that's the thing.
I feel so bad for them. I don't know that I could do it if I was a kid.
I wouldn't. I could tell you what my grade point average would be right now with this online. If I had to go through this right now, I would be failing all the way around because I can't do it. There's just absolutely no way I could do it.
No,
And see, that's
we
Melissa.
tried family. I've tried that family game night on Zoom type
Don't
stuff. It's stupid.
It don't work.
It don't work. I don't think it works. It might work for some people. It don't work for me. It don't. I just and every time we try to do a board game in this house, it always ends up in a fight. So many of the kids go in, it's like I have no fun playing games with them. So they always start fighting. The kids is like, oh my god.
Yeah, when we used to play games with our friends, there's a couple games that are banned from the house. They will not allow them in the house.
They always want to play Phase 10 with me because I always get my butt. I hate that game. I lose every single time, and they know it and they like it because it's the only game they can beat me at. And I get so frustrated with it because I can never get the cards I need.
The sack. Actually, after I get done here, I'm grabbing my empty bowling bag. I'm going to the bowling alley. I'm emptying out my locker. I'm done bowling.
Yeah.
I'm retired from bowling. I'm not doing it anymore.
No.
As good as I am at it, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I can't be around them people anymore. I've been away from them and have been away from the bullshit.
What is it? The drunkenness and the rowdiness, or
the stupidness? Yeah. The assholes, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to deal with it.
That's why I quit playing softball a lot of time ago because I just got tired of being around drunks and fights, and it's just like, God, you guys, come on. Well, I get there's competitiveness, but if you got to have a mental state. You're either on a competitive team or you're on a rec having fun team. And if you can't separate the difference, you probably shouldn't be playing.
Yeah. See,
or just stick with the competitive and go do that crap. Because if you're when they're out there and you got people playing on your team who don't even know how to get, you're just out there having fun, man. Who cares if you win or lose?
See, I was on a mixed league. It was a fun league for a while, the league that I created. And that's all fine and dandy, but it's still the same kind of bullshit you got to deal with. I'm just tired of dealing with it. I don't have to deal with it. I'm just not doing it anymore. It's just the politics of people's stupidness is that I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm excited for Neil too because he's starting that new business up in a new location, and it's going to be fun watching him get going again.
Well, I'm tearing up my whole front yard this summer, or this spring soon, because we had a big old spruce tree taken out, so there's a big old mound where it was, and I got a couple other trees that were taken out, so that the yard does this. Our front yard, even though it looks all beautiful, I'm rototilling the whole thing out.
So you see me scratch my back. I'm starting to get that little sun peely. I didn't feel burned one time. We put so much sunscreen on.
Oh yeah.
I know I got red. I know I got red in like my shoulders and stuff. And we put so much sunscreen on, like 4 or 5 times a day, and we still got toasty.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have.
But I never felt burnt. I never felt burnt where I hurt. You know what I mean? So I told my wife, I think that's a good thing because I never felt pain. You know. So, no, it's not mandatory to get drunk while playing softball. A lot of people think it is. It's like, oh, I'm bowling and I'm playing softball. We got to get drunk, but that's not the case.
Hey, Doc, this time change thing for me, the only reason why I know there's a time change is because somebody told me, because other than that, I don't know. I have no idea.
Got to be productive. Well, so I think it's people tend to not pay attention to it no more because their phones automatically do it for you.
Yeah, I don't pay attention.
My phone updated it by itself. I didn't even realize.
I never pay attention to it. The only thing I pay attention to is when I'm hungry, I look at the calendar. The marinated lobster, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Gavin,
my wife got it worse than me though. She got it way worse than me. Right here on her chest area, right here, just toasted. She's gonna be peeling for a week. It's gonna be awesome. She put as much on me, which is rare because usually I burn more than she does.
Right.
But I think last year being out in the sun helped me a little bit. My body's getting a little more used to being out in the sun.
See, I don't tan like I used to anymore.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, that's a little bit. But I don't get the sunburns and I don't tan like I used to. But Vicky, Yeah, she steps outside. She's outside for a half an hour. She's got tan already. So
My my cousin's wife, Melissa, who's with us, after the first day, dark as hell. She's like,
that's right there.
I guess she's got Italian in her blood or something. But I'm like, man, how she looked red the first day, and after that, just like dark, like she'd been on there for.
See, that's what I look red the first day, and then I'm tan the next day. Or 2 days later, it's all tan. Vicky just goes tan. She don't get red, or she gets red, but not very much. And the more she's out in the sun, the darker she stays. Like right now, she's darker than I am.
Yeah,
that's her skin pigment, so too. Though that's the American Indian in her, and that's that's just the way it works. So.
I think my hair is about done. I think I'm gonna start shaving it.
Not me.
Yeah,
this is my hairdo now. Whatever. I don't even.
I tried some couple different things. It's just I'm too damn thin. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Right here.
I don't know if I'm gonna shave it like Vic it or just cut it, keep it really short. But
I just let it go. Do it. Whatever it ends up, it ends up. It's a mess. I'm gonna leave it that way.
You never left my
Silver
side.
Fox never left my side. Hey, you know what? That's a
No burn yet.
What do you want to call that? You're pimping yourself out for an extra $50.
Yeah. We're getting ready to get in the mulch season. I don't mind mulch season too much.
Hey, you know that the churro agents there. That reminds me of a tip that my buddy was telling me. He used to do. They used to do tree trimming in California, and they were in Hollywood a lot. And some of us older guys know who Rip Taylor is, who he was, a comedian. He offered all the guys an extra $15 per hour to work with their shirts off. And you know what they did. They made an extra $15 an hour. They knew what was going on. They didn't care. It's money.
Yeah. When it comes to that, I pretty much always have a hat on. But we did down there. I didn't have a hat on as much as I normally do. But so we did sunscreen the hell out of my head. But yeah, I know I always wear a hat. So even if I shave my head, it doesn't really matter. I'd still look the same because I wear a hat. But yeah, we sunscreen. The wife would spray my head, and back of my neck and all that with the spray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't aerate. I don't have a machine to aerate. I know I can rent an aerator and offer it, but it just looks like work I don't want to do.
In my area, with the amount of sand, aerating is just a waste of money all the way around.
They do it here. Yeah, we don't have that issue, but a lot of people aerate here. I think there's a couple companies that come through and do it for people. I've shaved my head before, so it wouldn't be new for me. I've been bald before. Every time I deployed to Afghanistan, I shaved my head, just kept it cut short, so I didn't have to worry about too much. She had fresh baked chocolate chip cookies ready for me when I left too. That's awesome. That's there ain't nothing like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies.
No.
And she was pretty for old Neil.
Guys who do a lot of stuff for the fresh baked chocolate chip cookies.
All right. I think Rob's got a little crush on someone here.
All bets are off when someone's offering chocolate chip cookies that are fresh out of the oven.
Especially when they're not hard yet. They're still a little doughy and the chocolate's still.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Now I want. I'm gonna have to have my wife make some cookies tonight.
Yep. You want me to? Let's see. You're gonna give me a batch of cookies if you take my shirt. If I take my shirt off, okay. Shirt's coming off.
You don't want to see me with my shirt off. So I don't even want to post some of these videos because I don't have a shirt on. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fat. I told my wife, I said, this is it, man. I'm done. This is it. Some of my stuff going on is
in the past.
weight I've got.
in the past 3 years, I've been basically naked in front of so many women in these offices, I don't even think about it anymore. I don't even think nothing of it. And they've seen it all anyhow. So, but next time, though, when I got something set up for my dermatologist when I go in for the next year. Yeah, we're gonna have fun on this because there's 2 women in the office. This dermatologist is female, so there has to be another female in the office.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some fun. I've already got it lined up.
Yeah, I know. I've thought about it. I thought about getting one to hook up to my mowers. It may be something I try next year.
We'll see.
I got plans for 2022 already. Of new things I want to add, services I want to add for 2022. So I just got to get through 2021. I got my goals out for this year, and adding aeration to them wasn't one of them. I just wanted to do the weed control. And the other thing I've thought about was adding like fertilization to my thing, but I know I'd have to go to school to get that, do those classes here.
Right.
I just don't know if it's something I want to do. I'd
rather. See, once you start with the training on that fertilization, it's never there. You have to have 40 hours of training every single year.
Yeah.
And that's offered in the wintertime, but still, it's 40 hours of training because my buddy told me about that. And he said, because there's a lot of stuff that no one's ever going to get because he's grandfathered into it because he's been doing it for so long because he could spray for anything and everything. He's got a hell of a business going. He wants to retire, but no one will buy his business from him because no one can do his business because no one can get the certification that he's got.
And there's a couple companies around here that's all they do too. So it's kind of like if I get in that, I'm going to be competing with them. And right now I'm contracting them out, so I got a good working relationship with them. So it's like, why do I want to get into that when I got a good relationship with the fertilization guys around here that already do it?
Yeah.
And they turn me on to mowing jobs, so it's not.
Oh yeah, that happens.
So it's like I don't. That's a bowl of cereal I don't think I want to piss into.
Oh, and the liability on that stuff is just horrendous.
But I do want to get into more of the irrigation.
Irrigation is where there's some serious.
And aerating, but irrigation is going to be a few years out. I'm not looking at doing anything with that for a while. I got a good working relationship with a guy who does that too. So
look at Toro's website. They got a lot of instructional video on how to install their systems and how to figure out the zones. And there's some very good information on a lot of that stuff just right on their websites.
And my brother did his own irrigation in his yard, and he's pretty knowledgeable of it from his mistakes. Even he bought the super expensive heads, and he's never been so disappointed with them in his life. And he went down to the cheap.
See, our local plumbing store, the commercial plumbing store, they have a program. You go in there with the lot measurements, and they'll plug it in, and they'll give you everything that you need.
Yeah.
But it's the same. It's the commercial website of that company that they're selling it. Which around here it's most of Toro. Is the big ones. Toro and Rainbird. Not so much Rainbird.
I see a lot of Rainbird around here.
Yeah, but it's mostly Toro around here in the commercial buildings. And I think Home Depot went to Toro now instead of Rainbird, mostly too. But it's really available. There's classes on it all the time, and it's an easy business to get into. That's not a lot of overhead because you could rent all the equipment. For the trenching and stuff like that. The biggest thing is the mistakes and doing everything right. So, but it don't take a lot. It's like everything else. Once you learn it, it's easy. So we're not going to get involved in it because I don't want to do it. I just don't want to start another business because I'm doing, lawn care's dwindling down. Within 5 years, I see us being retired from lawn care pretty much. Maybe one day a week is about it. And the rest of the time having fun. So,
I hate mud and drywall, man. Get a hold Ranger, he'll do it.
I don't have no problem.
Not me, man. I don't like it at all.
You don't like it at all. Well, you know what? I don't mind the drywall. What I don't like is the dust from the drywall. You know, even if you have to sand a little bit, the dust gets everywhere, so it just irritates me. But I'm getting better and better at it, where I don't have to sand as much. So,
Well, I might get our stimulus check that's coming in. I might have them tile this floor. So they'll take that tile. We have a bunch of that tile right there and just continue on through here.
yeah, might as well.
Get this room redone, and I got another room I want to put the tile in. So I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to just hire a general contractor to come in and do it. But
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, well.
or I don't know. I might do it myself. My buddy dropped off his tile cutter to me. It doesn't look that hard.
Stimulus check, that's right. We're getting our stimulus check, and we're going to write a check right out to the government because that's paying part of our taxes.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot of people are doing.
And we all had a good year. Not all of us, but most of us had a good year last year, so we made a little extra money and we didn't pay enough quarterly taxes.
I'm not a finisher guy. It's an art, man. Drywall is an art. Oh,
That's not bad. Once you get used to it, then see the other thing is a knife. You know, the wider the knife, the easier it is. You just got to get used to. You'll learn to run it, and you got to learn that there's two sides to a knife.
yep.
Because it's bowed. If you look at them, they're bowed. And once you figure out the bow and what it's used for, it's easy. So.
Well, gents, I think we can get off here, and me and Mark both got some work to do. I know I do.
Yep.
I think this might be the last morning coffee with the boys from the north. I'm gonna talk to the wife. I don't know if I can go live tomorrow night, but we're gonna start doing Tuesday nights, I think, and Mark's Thursday night, Sunday.
Yep.
So that's the plan right now. If I'm not live tomorrow night, then we'll see you guys on Mark's Thursday.
And I will have a better microphone because my battery's dead on my microphone, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to hear me a little better next time. I just never got to the story yet.
I noticed that today. I just didn't. I didn't want where I could.
Yeah,
hear it,
'cause
but
it's
I noticed a little bit of a difference today.
Yeah, my microphone's dead. I'm listening to the camera one, and I haven't hooked up my GoPro 9. That's my webcam yet. I just never got around to it. I haven't figured out how to do it. And I will eventually. I got to make time to do it. That's all.
Right. Right. So. All
Thanks for
right,
having
guys.
me up, Floyd. I appreciate it.
No, man, I'm glad to be back. I'm gonna get working and start seeing these lawn care videos coming out for everybody. I mean, the whole country, really. You know,
Oh, yeah,
people
everybody's
already
ready.
started, and it's just exciting.
Everybody's ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a long winter.
And
Long
watch
dark
out, man.
winter.
The next 4 or 5 videos will probably be a lot of my Jamaican trip. So you guys want to see
Looking
what we
forward
did?
to it.
Watch them, man.
Absolutely looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll see everybody later.
See ya.